Hey everyone, thanks for joining another Slim Sports interview. As always, I am your host, JD, and today I am interviewing a 7'1" freshman center out of the University of Hawaii, the shot blocking big man in the middle for the Rainbow Warriors, Mor Seck. How's it going, big fella?
Meanwhile, McClanahan in transition, in attack mode, drops it off to Mor Seck, who punches it.
Yeah, it's going good. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Great to have you on here. Congrats on a great freshman year. You guys went 22-11 overall, 13-7 in conference for Hawaii team that had a great presence down low. Obviously, yourself, you got to learn from a senior in Kamaka Hepa who was a dominant force down low there. Obviously, you guys got to practice with each other, had a great learning experience. Came off the bench throughout most of the season, got some minutes here and there, but produced. You averaged 2.5 points, 2.6 rebounds, and a block a game. That's what you do best down there. Talk to me real quick about your freshman year this past season with Hawaii. What did you learn during your first year at the college level?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say thank you for my teammate, and then thank you for just joining me, and then interview about me, like how my seasons go. I mean, like college and high school is different. College is whole new lot of experience especially when you come from a high school. It's gonna take you time to just learn some system. But when I got to college, like I just put my mind that I have to learn every single day, and I learn from those guys that have been here for so long. So that's the only experience that you're gonna learn from it. You have to learn from those guys that have been here for so long and know how the system go. That's what I put to my mind. I was like, okay, so from now on, I have to learn from this guy. That's how I'm gonna get better. Just learn the people better than you. You know, it was like it was such a good season, and then it was like I was happy to learn from those guys, especially Kamaka.
Absolutely. And you were able to come off the bench for your team, provide a great uh, post presence off the bench when Kamaka had to go and get a rest. And your coaches started to realize the work that you were producing. And at the end of the season, the last 3 games of the regular season, you ended up getting that starting nod, getting those starting minutes, averaging about 25 minutes a game during that 3 game stretch. You actually had a pair of double doubles to start those 3 games, 13 and 10 against Cal State Northridge, and then 14 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 blocks against UC Irvine, just dominating down low. What did those 3 starts at the end of the year do for your confidence as a player?
I mean, like it gave me a lot of confidence, and then I want to say thank you for those coaches just to give me an opportunity to just prove myself, just to show them what I can do. That's why I'm able to show what I can do, you know? And then he put my confidence next level because when they give you opportunity to just start. So, and then I'm able to show them like what I can do, you know? It's just like a, it's just like a next level to me, you know? Just trying to get better and then trying to show people that I can do some stuff, you know?
Absolutely. And there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to be taking that starting role next year full time. Kamaka obviously is graduating. He's going to be going on to the professional level if he chooses to do so. And you're going to do a great job for them next year, which you know how to play high level basketball because that's what you did in high school. You played for one of the best high school teams in the country in prolific prep, got to play alongside some amazing talent for some great coaches. Talk to me about your time at Prolific Prep with such a great program there. How do you feel like that helped prepare you to make that transition to play college
I mean,
basketball?
like, the Polyfic Prayer basketball is like a college basketball, you know, because we play in the best team in the country. So it just helped me a lot to just improve myself to be in the next level. It prepared me a lot to just go on a D1 because I'm pretty sure if I come from a small high school, it would be different for me, you know. But I started learning a year early before I get to college, which has helped me a lot. I go against like a good guy, and then a lot of D1, a lot of especially Adam Buna. He was a good big man. So I go against him every single day, which he's helped me just improving every day. and it was such a good season for me, just improving.
Absolutely. And like you said, there was Adem Bona, one of the best big men in the country. He was at UCLA this past year. He's looking like he's going to be making his way to the NBA, getting drafted this year, hopefully. And then, of course, you got to play alongside Trey White, who's at USC currently, MJ Rice, who's at Kansas. Some absolutely incredible players, including yourself, of course. Talk to me about those practices when you got to go against guys like Adem every single day. How do you feel like that helped get you better as a big man for the
Yeah.
next level?
So when you go against those big guys that top play in the country, they had a lot of experience more than I do. So the only thing that I can do is just like trying to go against them, trying to learn from him. And especially those guys, MJ, Trey White, they help a lot because they talk me through whenever I make a mistake, especially at them. When I make a mistake, he just correct me. That's what helped me a lot.
Absolutely. And you guys had such a great season. You yourself, you averaged 10 and a half points, 6.5 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. And then you guys made it all the way to the Geico National Tournament, the biggest stage for high school basketball. And you guys had a very tough matchup right off the bat. You guys were the 8th seed, went against #1 Sunrise Christian, who had Mark Mitchell, who's now at Duke, and Grady Dick, who was National Player of the Year, went to Kansas. Now he's looking like he's going to be a first-round pick as well. You guys ended up getting the upset, and the game was absolutely thrilling. I got to be there in person. Talk to me about that Geico Nationals experience. What was that like for you and your team?
Yeah, it was a great experience because we beat the #1 in the country, which is like everyone was happy and actually everyone was like some people surprised about like we beat the #1 in the country because they didn't expect that. But the second game, it was kind of difficult because we don't do the scout so good. We don't have that much information about those teams, so it was kind of difficult for us to just like play back to back, and then especially we had some people injury. It was like kind of difficult for us, you know.
Absolutely. And you guys, you're referring to going against Link Prep, who also, just like your guys' team, was stacked with talent. You actually, I want to talk real quick about the Sunrise Christian game once more. Uh, you actually had 5 blocks in that game, and how the game ended was your teammate Zion certainly knocked down a 3-point shot. Sunrise called a timeout with a couple of seconds left, and they have you match up not with one of Sunrise's bigs, but with their star player in Grady Dick, one of the best 3-point shooters in the country. You're coming all the way down the court with him, and they give him the ball to try to make that last shot to tie it up, going to overtime, and you blocked that shot. Talk to me real quick about that sequence, that moment for you. How exciting was that?
So it was so exciting when Zion make the three. So we was up by I don't know 1 or 2. So I know Great Dick is a good shooter, and I didn't want to leave him wide open. That's why I followed him behind him, but I don't think he was seeing me. So right before he shoot it, and I tipped the ball, and then he airball, and then we won that game. And then that was crazy. Everyone was going crazy, and then the coaches, the staff, my teammate, they always excited about that game, and I just happy for them. It was like such a great game.
Absolutely. And you had a big role for your team during that Geico Nationals tournament. Adembona, unfortunately, he couldn't play because of injury. So you ended up being that starting man in the middle, dominated down low. You didn't score a whole lot, but you were grabbing rebounds left and right, blocking shots. Talk to me about when you got word that Adem wasn't able to play and you had to take that role. How did you really step
Yeah,
into that big
this
role?
is like the same thing like I do in college. When that happened, I know only thing that I can do to just help my team to win, because Adam cannot play, but I have to step up for them. That's the only thing that give me a motivation to just trying to be better in the court, to try and help my team to just take that dub home. That's what helped me a lot. Just put my mind into it. Be like, all right, we have to win this game no matter what. That's a matter of best play, injury or not, because I feel like we can do it without them. and then we can help them.
Absolutely. And that's a great mindset to have. Out of Prolific Prep, you actually got a lot of really cool offers. You got offers from Kansas, Oklahoma State, Loyola Marymount, San Francisco, all phenomenal programs. Your final two ended up being New Mexico State and Hawaii, who are both programs that have a lot of success, championship caliber teams in their conferences. But some of these websites that like to go off and rank players, 247 Sports, they had you ranked as a 3-star, which I thought was absurd. I don't know why they thought that. Do you feel like you were underrated coming out of high school?
I mean, like it doesn't matter what how many stars you got. Doesn't really matter. What matters to me is just like this: be yourself and then do whatever you can do to help your team to try to get your success keep going. Because the ranking in high school don't really matter to me. I never want to rank in high school, by the way. But what I want to do is just be myself, like just prove people wrong, you know. That's why I just choose choose Hawaii, because Hawaii is not a big school, but it's not a small school. You don't want to go to a big school that you're not gonna play that much. It's not gonna help you. Every people, how many NBA play in a small school make it to the NBA? Doesn't really matter these days. Whenever you go play, people can see you. Doesn't matter. We all got TV, so that's why I choose small school. A lot of big school want me to go, but I'm just trying to choose somewhere that I can fit.
Absolutely. And you're obviously doing your thing at Hawaii. Like I said before, you're going to be stepping into that starting role next year, more than likely. What are you doing during this off season to help prepare you for next season and step into that larger role for your team?
Yeah, I just trying to get sung a little bit, trying to have that chemistry that I don't have last year with my teammate. Just trying to play my role and then just trying to get better with my role, trying to get better at basketball to just like when the seasons come, everything's gonna be easy for me, and then I'm gonna able to step up for my teammate and then step up for the basketball team, trying to take the team next level. That's why I'm working on off the season, trying to get better.
Absolutely. And I'm sure I got to do some of your highlights this year, and I'm sure I'm going to be doing a lot more next year. You obviously, being 7 foot, you're dunking everything that you get in the paint, blocking every shot that comes your way. I cannot wait to see what you do next year as a sophomore for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Thank you so much for doing this with me, man. I've been wanting to get you on for a while, ever since I saw you play for Prolific Prep. You're one of the best big men in the country, and there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to be playing NBA basketball here soon, man. So congrats on your career so far. Can't wait to see what you do next.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it for your time. And then I just want to thank you because you just take your time to just interview me. And I appreciate that. And I like some of my highlight you make for me. I appreciate that, bro.
Absolutely, man. We got a lot more coming too. So
Yeah, I'll be waiting for sure.
I got you, man. Have a good one.
Thank you, bro. You have a good day.